It had been a long day, and I were relieved to finally be heading home. The quiet of the night settled around me as I walked down the familiar streets. The air was cool, and the distant hum of traffic was the only sound accompanying my steps. Turning onto a quieter street, I noticed the lights ahead flickering faintly. It was one of those nights where every shadow felt a little darker. I clutched my bag closer, quickening my pace. Then I heard it, a soft but deliberate sound of footsteps behind me. My heart skipped a beat. Trying not to panic, I glanced over my shoulder and saw a man in a hoodie walking too close for comfort. "Hey," he called out, his voice low and unsettling. "Wait up." I pretended not to hear him, my pulse racing. Picking up my pace, I turned into an alley that cut directly to my street. But the man followed, his steps quickening. "Don't ignore me," he shouted, his voice now sharper. I felt my breath hitch as the fear bubbled in my chest. Before I could react, someone stepped out of the shadows ahead, a tall guy with confident strides and a calm demeanor. He placed himself between me and the approaching man. "Is there a reason you're bothering her?" the stranger asked, his voice steady but commanding. The man in the hoodie hesitated, sizing up the newcomer. "None of your business," he muttered, backing away slightly. "It is now," the guy replied, taking a step forward. His presence was like a shield, and I felt a sudden surge of safety standing behind him. After a tense moment, the man in the hoodie cursed under his breath and turned, retreating back the way he came. The stranger turned to me, his expression softening. "Are you okay?" I nodded shakily, trying to find my voice. "Thank you. I... I didn't know what to do." "Don't mention it," he said with a small smile. "Do you live nearby? Let me walk you the rest of the way just to be safe." I hesitated for a moment but then nodded. As I walked side by side, the fear that had gripped me started to fade. When I finally reached my door, I turned to him. "I don't know how to thank you. You really saved me." He shrugged modestly. "Just glad I was here at the right time." "What's your name?" I asked, feeling a spark of curiosity. "Ethan," he said. "And you?" I told him my name and he smiled. "Well, take care of you. Stay safe." As he walked away into the night, I stood at my door, feeling a strange mix of relief and gratitude. Sometimes the world wasn't as lonely as it seemed.